you're faced with one of two terrible options, okay? And I'm not trying to depress you and trying to get a job as a medical researcher, okay? Option number one is you sit there and falling asleep and just scanning LinkedIn, scanning the job boards, hoping to find a job, okay? Option number two is you can call some of these, as you put it, prestigious institutions, the UC Davises of the world. You can call them and say, hey, are you hiring? And most of the time they say no. Okay, so what I would recommend is take a look at course 02, ECCP, Easton Cold Calling and Prospecting, and prospect to these institutions. Even though you're looking to get hired, prospect to them the same way you would if you were selling them something. Because you are. You're selling them yourself, right? And say, hey, man, there is something going on that every department of research, the head of research, I don't know what those titles are, right? That's not the dean. I don't know. The chair of research is having to deal with. Nobody's talking about it. I just want to make sure you are aware of what's going on, right? And then when they call you, which they probably will, huge fan of what you guys are doing there. I'm a medical researcher. You know, here's what nobody's talking about. It's next to impossible to hire top-tier talent right now that's able to get the job done. And universities have more pressure on them than ever before, right? A lot of the funding is now put up or shut. I'm just putting words in your mouth, but you know, funding now is critical. The people that are delivering that funding, they want to see, especially with all the AI and everything that's coming to fruition, you know, people that are engaging the universities have the attention span of a fruit fly, and they want to see results really quickly. How are you guys dealing with that at your department, making sure that you have the right people that are able to dig in, don't need a ton of training, they're able to jump in day one, and they're able to get things done ahead of schedule, right? Now you got a good conversation going, right? And then you can say, listen, I'm passionate about, if you guys are ever looking for somebody that can come in and step in day one and is super passionate about what you're doing there at UC Davis, has the background in clinical research to be able to over-deliver. This is straight out of the portal. I'd like to raise my hand, right? I just want to let you know I'm out here. I would love an opportunity to talk to you about joining your team. But that's a much different conversation than just calling them and saying, do you have any positions? Because here's the thing. What I need you guys to understand is out of all of the pool of institutions that need to hire a researcher, which is probably thousands, 2 have gotten to the point where they're hurting so bad that they are listing that job out there. Okay? I'm just saying, like, if you're able to start the conversation, if you're able to get yourself out of obscurity, if you're able to raise your hand and let them know that you're out there, you're passionate about this, you're super skillful about this, you're a huge fan of what they're doing at the university, they'll find a job for you. And if they don't, they're networked with the right people, right? Hey, you couldn't do me a small favor, could you? Sure, right? If you know of any other institutions or anything comes up there at the university, will you let whoever is looking for somebody know how passionate I am, how much I want to join the company there or the university there, and how I'd love to help you guys deliver the results you need ahead of schedule very skillfully, right? Now chances are they're probably going to be like, hey, you need to talk to Teresa. If we just did this, everybody who's unemployed, if they just did this, they'd have a job. But this frustrates me because it reminds me of jiu-jitsu, right? There's Derek. He'll testify to this. This reminds me of martial arts because it's a weird thing, right? Some of the best people in martial arts, they got their black belts, they got their purple belts, they got their brown belts. Super skillful in martial arts. They always show up to class on time. They're always dressed appropriately. They listen, they comprehend, they do everything. Yet they're broke as a joke and they're riding a broken bicycle to the academy and they can't even pay their freaking dues. And it's like, it frustrates me because I'm like, if you just took everything that made you great at wrestling or jiu-jitsu or Muay Thai or boxing and applied that to the rest of your life, you'd do great. The reason why I'm telling you guys this is as salespeople, okay? As salespeople, we're real good at like working inside that box. But then if we find ourselves, God forbid, unemployed, we're like, I don't know what to do. And it's like, yeah, you do. You do it all the time, right? Like show up, make the calls, close the deal, follow up, do all the stuff that you're learning in Easton University.